Hello and welcome to another edition of Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. It's Ryan Schweitzer in Regina, where the 57's take on the Regina Red Sox tonight. Stuck in the middle Wednesday and WMBL action. It's a pleasure to be here. Two teams clawing for position in that WMBL East. The second place Regina Red Sox, who have only lost one of their last 12 games. 9-1 in their last 10, and on a two-game winning streak, they're 17-7. Swift Current 57's 14-12. Losers last night in Moose Jaw, 4 games back of Regina for second place, 6 back of the Weyburn Beavers atop the WMBL East. It's going to be a good one here. Joe Carnahan, after the Swift Current 57 started 1-6, the Joe-led team 13-6. After that slow start to the year. So Swift Current has figured it out, and the Regina Red Sox winding down the month of June and entering July in fine form, as we mentioned, only losing one of their last 12. On the bump for the Regina Red Sox in this one, getting the start is Kyle Wilson, the native of Flagstaff, Arizona. 4 appearances, all of them starts, 24 2/3 innings of work, so averaging just better than 6 innings per start. Wilson has allowed 31 hits, 12 runs, only 9 of them earned, a 17-6 strikeout to walk ratio, 2-1 on the year with an ERA of 2.55. Regina's team ERA is 3.08. Regina, an offensively gifted team, a 303 team batting average. So you got a team that doesn't allow a lot of runs, and a team that puts runs on the board. Swift Current 57's countering with Ethan Hunter. He'll be leading off. Bo McClintock and Blake Adams rounding out the top third of the order. Miles Miller will hit 4th. Regina product, Ben Komanowski 5th. Jared Doki hitting 6th. Mitch Dean 7th. Catcher Ryan Gross hitting 8th. And Anthony Stewart, who's patrolling the outfield, will hit 9th. So Kyle Wilson warms up. He's pitching to Colton Onstadt, and they are prepared to face Ethan Hunter and the top of the Swift Current 57's batting order. Swift Current going just over 2 hours east along Highway 1 to be in Regina for this game here tonight. They'll be back in Swift Current tomorrow as they host the Moose Jaw Miller Express, and then Weyburn in town on Friday night in Swift Current. We're glad that you could join us. A big happy 4th of July to all of our friends enjoying this game south of the border. The best part of this gig, webcasting for the Swift Current 57's, and I've broadcast or webcast for the team in some capacity since 2004, is getting to meet the friends and family of the players, many of which come from the US of A, and it's been great meeting you over the years, and I said it earlier today, I don't think America needs to be made great again just because of all the great people that live there and all the ones that we've been fortunate enough to meet over the years. So Ethan Hunter making his way to the plate from Indiana, 297 batting average rather. First pitch from Wilson inside, ball 1 to Hunter, 1-0 count here. Bo McClintock, who's 1 home run away from breaking the Swift Current 57 single-season home run record, waits on deck as Wilson. Back-to-back fastballs to Ethan Hunter inside, and that's fouled into the mesh backstop. 1-1 the count to Ethan Hunter, the dynamic shortstop. Leading off here for the 57's. Last night in Moose Jaw, Hunter doubling in his first at-bat and subsequently scoring Swift Current's first run. 57's dropping that game 4-3. Steady diet of fastballs, ground ball, Danny Hunt, and he successfully engineers a 6-3 to take care of the tough-out Ethan Hunter. Bo McClintock, a one-time WMBL Player of the Week, now makes his way to the plate. Bo honorable mention as well, more recently. Kyle Wilson pitching to Colton Onstadt. Matt Deneau on at first. Samuel Dela Cruz is the second baseman. Danny Hunt, whose number was called moments ago at short. Eric Crossman playing third base. Wesley Moss, who's also been a WMBL Player of the Week in left field. Riley Hickerson, who's also earned POW honors in center. And in right field, Jake Wilson out of New Lowell, Ontario, as Bo McClintock redirects that offering into the backstop screen. Count 1-1 to Bo. And then just had a completely different perception after he came through here. Wind up and the delivery. Fastball. Called strike. 1-2 to McClintock. McClintock, a talented player, first baseman, hitting the ball really well. Bo's also a heck of a teammate, which we'll talk more about throughout the game. Fly ball by McClintock into left field. Wesley Moss in left where he needs to be to make the catch. Breaking ball, McClintock off the bat head into the glove of Moss in left field, flying out. And that'll bring Blake Adams to the plate. Blake hitting .256. Blake hit a home run, his first at bat of the season in Brooks. And for Adams, this is his 10th game of the season. Adams gets a piece of that fastball, and that's going to be a base runner for the 57's as Blake finds some vacant grass. Riley Hickerson fields that ball in center. Balake's on base. Miles Miller to the plate. Miller 431 coming into this game on the season. Miles hitting .571 over the last 7 days. So again, we've talked about it over our last few webcasts, how well Miles Miller's been doing over the past little while. Moving up in the batting order, hitting 4th now behind Blake Adams.
Same name as the Cleveland baseball franchise, and they decided to go in a different direction.
Ben Komanowski, likely playing in front of Fens and family, is on deck. Blake Adams, who is a threat to steal, checked at first. Adams 6 stolen bases to lead the 57's in that stat. 6 for 8 in total. Called strike, righty on lefty matchup.
You know, and just to be on my soapbox for about 10 to 20 seconds, I thought it was a great move.
Kyle Wilson.
You know what? We can move away if we make some people uncomfortable. We can make the
0-1 pitch.
positive way.
Off speed pitch. Miller thought about taking a swing at that. Checks his swing. 1-1 the count.
And the other thing too is I know they had some
Swift Current going with the road green with the gray pants here,
5 and the 7.
after they went with the all orange jumpsuit look last night. Blake Adams again checked over at first.
Is that forest green?
Kyle Wilson likely doing his homework and aware of the base stealing acumen of Adams, the Longview, Texas native, over at first. 2 away here, top of the first, scoreless thus far. Wilson,
Pitch low and inside.
breaking ball, dropping out of the strike zone. Miles Miller out of Windsor, Ontario.
Miller, the right fielder, facing a
2-1
2-1
the count, 2 down.
Keep an eye on Adams, a base runner. The pitch.
Goes fastball to Miles.
That's going to run the count to 3 balls and a
Inside, just below the knees. 3-1 count to a dangerous hitter in Miller.
strike. Whenever they're behind in the count, they're just not going through the hitters where they take a little more time on the
Conditions at game time, 19 degrees Celsius. Wind blowing across the field at 30 kilometers per hour. Blake Adams in motion on the 3-1. Throw not in time. Blake Adams, his 7th swipe bag of the year. So another bag for Blake, advancing himself into scoring position. Called strike to Miller. 3-2 the count now with 2 down.
wasn't quite on line, but it was pretty close.
57's.
Quicker, yeah.
Adams that much closer to home plate. Ball 4 to Miles. He'll take first. Some mobility on the base paths for the 57's. And 41 to the plate now, Ben Komanowski. Homecoming for Komanowski, playing in front of his hometown here in Regina. Ben hitting .209. Walked last night, struck out 3 times. Komanowski, that batting average around .209. It's expected that that number is going to go up. Joe Carnahan well aware of what this kid is capable of. And he's someone who Komanowski gets a piece of that ball, drills it foul.
Right off our truck. Graham says that hit them in the truck. I guess he's Spencer.
1-1 the count with 2 down.
Oh, the door kicks open. Everybody's okay?
The Access 7 TV crew in Regina's on the job tonight, and Ben drilled that one off their broadcast truck. Curveball, Ben hits one way up in the air. They got a fine beat on that one at Regina International Airport. Riley Hickerson settles underneath that ball and makes the catch. 57 strand a couple. Jack Ferguson, the lefty, will be on the mound when we return with Swift Current 57's baseball. 57's in the field. This webcast brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. The 57's experiencing Regina as Jack Ferguson gets the start on the bump for the 57's. Ferguson pitching to newcomer Ryan Gross, Bo McClintock on at first, Jared Doakey at second, Ethan Hunter at short, Mitch Dean at third, Blake Adams in left, Anthony Stewart in center, Miles Miller patrolling right field. We're glad that you could join us wherever you may be for this 4th of July action. Wesley Moss getting set to lead off for the Regina Red Sox. He's been an offensive catalyst at the top of the order, and he'll be a tough out for Jack Ferguson and the Swift Current 57's. Ferguson, the lefty. Third appearance of the summer of 2018 as he gets all warmed up here. Turned into a beautiful day for a ball game here in Regina. Some ominous clouds circling Curry Field earlier. Ferguson, his third appearance, 9 2/3 innings of work. He's allowed 8 hits, 10 runs, 7 of them earned. He struck out 11 and walked 4. He's 1-0 with a 5.06 earned run average. Wesley Moss leading off here. Moss, 333 batting average on the year. First offering from Ferguson, fouled off. Regina as a team, 303 batting average, and Moss, yes, 333. Native of San Antonio, Texas. The speedy Moss shows bunt, and the count is 0-2 against the lefty Ferguson. Moss 11 for 12 stealing bases, so you look at Regina and all the wins that they've been able to string together lately. Moss, an offensive catalyst, getting himself on base and then wreaking havoc. A one-time WMBL Player of the Week. Adam Dela Cruz, number 2 hitter on deck. We'll also see Riley Hickerson this inning. 1-2 the count to Moss. Jack Ferguson, the native of Livonia, Michigan.
The 1-2. This is outside.
Fastball from the lefty. Outside, 2-2 the count. Bottom of the first, and we're scoreless here in Regina. Next home action for the 57's will be tomorrow against the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Ferguson, fastball, and Moss slaps it the other way into left field. And the Regina Red Sox have a runner on. The lefty Ferguson will be able to keep a close eye on Moss, who we talked about earlier, is certainly prone to attempting to swipe bags. Adam Dela Cruz out of the Bronx to the plate. .329 average on the year for De La Cruz. 4 home runs to go with 18 RBI. Regina Red Sox over the past few weeks, we talked about it earlier, one of the hottest teams in the WMBL, as they've won 12 of their last 13.
Stolen bags, taking a nice big lead over at first base.
Moss, rather liberal lead over at first, as you can see over on the left side of the screen. Ferguson looking right at him. And back-to-back hits for the Regina Red Sox as De La Cruz is going to single up the middle. Moss advances to second. And 2 ducks on the pond, none out, and Riley Hickerson to the plate. Regina with 10 guys hitting above 300 in their batting order. Those guys have all played at least 4 games. So Regina, a very offensively explosive team. Team batting average of .303, nobody out and 2 on, and Hickerson, who's known for his power numbers, doing the team thing here and trying to get that bunt down. 1 home run, 12 RBI on the year for Hickerson. 30 hits in 99 at-bats, equating to a .303 average.
Riley Hickerson out the dish with men on first and second, nobody else.
Lefty on lefty matchup here. Hickerson showing bunt on the first offering. Double steal on for the Regina Red Sox.
And they took off running first. It was Leslie, headed for third.
And double steal executed.
But he was going all the way. De La Cruz, I don't know if he missed a sign or they were just moving the guy from second to third. But Adam didn't take off until he dropped the ball. But
Fastball came in. Gross behind the plate. Having a tough time handling that pitch. Count is 0-2 to Hickerson, but now runners on at second and third. Nobody out here. Jack Ferguson and the 57's trying to get themselves out of a bit of a bind here. Fastball into foul territory, and Blake Adams unable to zero in on that in time. Fans of the 2- and 4-legged variety down the left field line getting a good look at Blake Adams attempting to snag that ball. Had Adams caught that ball, could have been an opportunity for the runner at third to tag up Moss, so Red Sox likely would have got a run there. 0-2 count. Ferguson looks over his shoulder real quick at the runner at third. Ground ball, Doki. And Doki engineers a 4-3, but a run comes in to score, and the Regina Red Sox are up 1-0. So the first out of the inning, but a run comes in to score, and a runner advances to third. Now Colton Onstadt, the catcher, another prominent member of this Red Sox hit parade, who's batting .347. 34 hits, 98 at-bats, 2 dingers, and 19 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, and that ball bouncing away from Gross. And the runner at third stays put.
I think Elmer was kind of just trying to get out of the way. It's a tough spot.
Adam De La Cruz at third, staying put, as Jack Ferguson.
And swing and a miss from Armstrong.
86 miles an hour on the fastball from the lefty Ferguson. 0-2 count. Jake Wilson, right fielder, on deck. Check swing, hit towards Swift Current's dugout.
Foul.
0-2. Fastball up and away. Onstadt holds off on chasing after the high fastball.
86 on the gun. There we go. Whenever we're missing something, Schweitzer always bails us out. Hey, got the radar gun going. There we go. And
Ground ball and another good piece of hitting for the Regina Red Sox as that's singled into left. Dela Cruz comes in to score. A one-out RBI, and the Red Sox up a quick deuce here in the bottom of the first. So Jake Wilson from New Lowell, Ontario to the plate. So a crooked number in the bottom of the first for the Red Sox here. Red Sox red hot over the past few weeks. Lefty on lefty matchup now. Steady diet of fastballs from Jack Ferguson as another foul ball almost hits the TV truck here in Regina.
That deck protected the truck.
So a long strike for Jack Ferguson, the lefty. Ferguson looks the runner at first. Quick pickoff move from the crafty lefty. And Onstad has to get dirty to stay safe. Still only one down. Number 5 hitter in the lineup, Wilson at the plate. Ferguson. Fastball inside at about belt level, 1-1.
You talking over the fence? Oh, that was Stotler. Yeah. Wilson had a nice grab too. He went diving, but Stotler had the play of the year when he robbed.
1-1 the count. Ferguson delivers to the plate off speed pitch, and out in front of that is Wilson.
Turning points. I have to think that one was pretty close. You know,
Some big nights coming up at Mitchell Field. Ladies' Night, brought to you by Wallace Construction, will be tomorrow night. Lots of prizes to be won, including a diamond pendant for a lucky lady in attendance. And then Friday night, when the Weyburn Beavers are in town, that's when we're doing that Harvest Eatery pig roast at the park. Your chance to get some delicious pork on a bun from one of Canada's finest chefs, Chef Rusty from the Harvest Eatery in Shaunavon. Pitch outside, good job by Gross to keep that in front of him with a runner on at first. 2-2 count, one down here. 57's. Their second of 3 trips to the capital city of Saskatchewan. This webcast coming to you live from northern Regina. Some ominous clouds circling Curry Field before the game here. Worried that we might get a little bit of rain, but things look to have cleared up. It's going to be a bit of a cool night as that breaking ball in this lefty-on-lefty matchup drifts off the plate, and it's a full count now to Jake Wilson. Eric Crossman, native of Anaheim, California, third baseman, waits in the wings here in the bottom of the first inning where the hometown Regina Red Sox are up a deuce here. 3-2 pitch. Ferguson unleashes a fastball that gets away from Gross. Significantly outside. And it would have been ball 4 anyway. No harm done with that pitch getting away from the catcher. But now Eric Crossman, who's hitting .348 on the year, to the plate. No easy outs in this Regina lineup. And Regina flexing their offensive muscles early. Don't be discouraged if you're a Swift Current fan, and I know most of you are. Leads can evaporate quickly and often have in this ballpark. .57's, though, trying to get out of the bottom of the first, where there's already a couple on the board and a few more ducks on the pond and only one away.
Pitch there called strike to Crossman. He's a fixture at third base now, nothing in 1.
Catcher Matt Deneau is on deck. Pitch number 24 of the bottom of the first from Jack Ferguson moments ago, a strike to Crossman. Ground ball, potential for 2, 6, 4, and 3. No, not quite. 57's aren't able to turn 2. Crossman will reach on a fielder's choice. Runner will advance to third, but 2 down. 57's come close to turning 2. Good quick hands from Ethan Hunter at short. Quick turn from Jared Doakey at second. Bo McClintock, the athletically inclined first baseman, about 6'2", and he used every inch of it to keep his foot on the bag, but Crossman able to leg it out. And now catcher Matt Deneau to the plate.
So runners on the corners now with 2 down. The Red Sox still up 2-0.
Red Sox still with an opportunity to add to their 2-0 lead here. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Ferguson. Fastball. Right about belt level.
In the last Olympics when Russia hosted, you saw all those stories about the doping, the coordinated doping effort. I thought, they wouldn't do that in the World Cup. But their first game, Russia wins 5-0.
The 0-1.
I'm sure
Fastball just out.
I'm sure Putin will get to the bottom of that.
1-1. Shortstop Danny Hunt waits in the wings.
But if it's the Russians,
1-1. 2 away.
1-1. Pitch. It's the inner part of the plate. 1 and 2.
Fastball 1 and 2. Pitch number 28 of this first inning. About to be uncorked by Ferguson.
On the year, but he does have 3 doubles and 9 walks.
Fly ball hit towards the parking lot here at Curry Field.
The trees hopefully will knock that down,
Regina Youth will chase down that baseball.
resulting in higher premiums for us all.
It's candy. They get candy.
They get candy here for a foul ball.
Indispensable defensively.
There's a shot to center field. Anthony Stewart will negotiate with the Saskatchewan curve, the wind blowing from right to left, and Stewart makes the catch. Regina Red Sox, though, put a dent in the 57's to the tune of 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Top of 2 coming up, and Swift Current has a little catching up to do. 2-0 for the home team. We'll be back with more 57's baseball in just a moment. This webcast for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
We'll be back on Access.
When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's. Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. Ryan Schweitzer in Regina, where the 57's have a little bit of a hole to dig out of now, as they allowed Regina to put up a crooked number in the bottom of the first inning, so a little bit of run support for Red Sox starting pitcher Kyle Wilson. The native of Flagstaff, Arizona, 1 inning, 1 hit. Blake Adams collected that. He walked 1, facing 5 batters in the top of the first. 57's Doki Dean Gross, 6-7-8 in their batting order. Swift Current 57's a 1-6 start to the 2018 season. Coming into this game 14-13, so 13-6 after going 1-6. So this is a key game. Every game between Swift Current and Regina is. The Regina Red Sox, a team that the 57's want to catch in the standings. Coming into this one, Swift Current 14-12, Regina 17-7. So Swift 4 games back of Regina, trying to narrow that gap. If the playoffs started tomorrow, which they don't, but it's always fun to hypothetically say if they did. If the playoffs started tomorrow, this would be the first round playoff matchup with the Regina Red Sox having home field advantage in the 2-3 East Division matchup. Weyburn would play Moose Jaw. Melville and Yorkton would be on the outside looking in. And out west, it would be Medhat and Lethbridge, with Okotoks and Edmonton. 2-0 count here, Jared Doki and Kyle Wilson. Michigan meeting Arizona as a couple imports clash here. Doki fly ball right field. Wilson catches. One down here in the top of 2. Kyle Wilson pitching to Colton Onstott. Matt Deneau at first. Samuel Delacruz at second. Danny Hunt at short. Eric Crossman at third. Wesley Moss in left. Riley Hickerson in center. The before-mentioned Jake Wilson patrolling right field. Mitch Dean, his first AB of the game. .229 on the year. 57's third baseman. First pitch to Dean. Fastball, 83 miles an hour on the gun on the heater from Wilson. This is Dean's 10th game with the 57's. Breaking ball, called strike 0-2 count to Dean.
Very original colors. I know last year when they switched to the
Ryan Gross. His first AB in the Wimble. We'll see that. 57's new catcher, Gross. Recently added to the team, Joe Carnahan bringing in Ryan Gross to add some depth. Give Ben Komanowski the occasional day off. Gross, the native of Spokane, Washington, waits in the wings. 0-2 count with one away. Wilson, breaking ball, drops low. As the sun heads down in the western sky below the clouds, some long shadows here at Curry Field in northern Regina. Decent wind at 30 kilometers an hour blowing across the field as Dean reaches at a pitch outside the zone. Dean swinging at that offering that was coming in at 69 miles an hour. The fastball out of the hand of Wilson has been gunned at 83 tonight, so Dean certainly expecting something with a little bit more velocity out in front of that ball. Ryan Gross is first at bat now. We'll see what the catcher from Spokane, Washington can do here. 2 down here. Gross, high fly ball on the 86 mile an hour fastball. Dela Cruz underneath that pop-up and makes the catch. And Kyle Wilson, 26 pitches to get through 2 innings. The Regina Red Sox starter working efficiently. Bottom of 2 coming up, 2-0 lead for the Regina Red Sox. This is 57's Baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. Happy 4th of July, Canada Day, a great day across the WMBL. Combined attendance around the league, including around 9,000 people in Edmonton, but combined attendance for the games on Canada Day, over 17,000. Announced attendance in Medicine Hat for the 57's Canada Day date was 1,800. They had 4,800 in Okotoks, and 9,000 reported in Edmonton. So Canada Day certainly a thing for the Alberta teams in the WMBL. 57's trailing 2-0 here. It's the bottom of the 2nd inning. Regina in their half of the first, putting up 2 runs. Danny Hunt, the shortstop, at the plate now, 256 average. Samuel Dela Cruz on deck. Dela Cruz out of the Bronx, foul ball. 1-1 the count.
Calgary City Council sided with the Vipers and evicted the Dogs. And the late great
1-1. Off speed pitch up.
He laid down some cash. They built a nice stadium.
2-1 the count.
The Dogs
As Ferguson. Fastball right back at Ferguson up the middle, and it's a base hit for Danny Hunt. As he takes a 2-1 pitch, singles up the middle. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Regina Red Sox, who lead at 2-0. Number 9 hitter in the batting order, Samuel Dela Cruz at the plate. Wesley Moss on deck.
That wasn't the case, and so the Vipers are history. And as the story goes, the WMBL perseveres, and the Edmonton prospects come along. They're getting great crowds and in AAA parks. So it just goes to show that even some of the bigger markets don't see this as a career ball at all. So this is not special. Samuel
Dela Cruz at the plate now, 333 average. That's a small sample size, 15 at-bats and 5 hits. Ground ball to Doki, double clutched by Ethan Hunter, and Dela Cruz will reach on a fielder's choice. Ball coming in hot to Hunter, and he just took an extra half second to make the transition from glove to throwing hand. So almost a 6-4-3. And just that extra half second, all the speedy Dela Cruz needed to reach on a fielder's choice at first. So 1 down. Runner on at first, top of the order, and Wesley Moss to the plate.
Could have been much worse. So Hunt is out.
Moss with a hit and a run scored.
Sam Dela Cruz, he is on base for
the speedy left fielder, Dela Cruz, on at first. Moss gets that bunt down and lays down a beauty. Ferguson throws it into the outfield. And that gets past Miller in right field. Hang on to that ball, boys. Ferguson missing McClintock at first on that bunt, and then that ball rolling past Miles Miller in right field. And things are not going smoothly for the 57's here in Regina. And a great job by Moss of just getting that bunt down. And good things happening. Run comes in to score, and Moss all the way at second base. Dela Cruz scoring from first, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Regina Red Sox. This is Adam Dela Cruz at the plate now. 2 Dela Cruzes on this Regina Red Sox roster. Moss at second, jumping around, doing his best to get in the dome of Jack Ferguson, the 57's pitcher. Looked like Moss was in motion. Wesley Moss at second base. You can see him at the top of your screen, a diminutive player who comes up big for the Red Sox. He's generously listed at 5'7". 1-1 pitch. Fastball up and out. Lefty pitcher and a righty hitter here. Adam Dela Cruz out of the Bronx. 21 hits, 85 at bats. He's walked 11 times. 337 his average. 2-1 count. And the pitch not delivered toward home plate as of yet as Ferguson looks Moss back on base. Moss 12 swiped bags on the year. He has won this game. Riley Hickerson, the power-hitting center fielder on deck. Ground ball, Mitch Dean, backhand. And on target to Bo McClintock. Moss advances to third. There's 2 away. Well hit ball. Mitch Dean doing a great job of collecting that on the backhand and then quickly dispatching that ball to Bo McClintock, 5-3 on target. 57's not out of trouble yet. A tough out at the plate and a runner on at third base. Riley Hickerson grounded out the last time he was up, but did so with a runner on at third base to bring in one of the Red Sox runs, so he's got a run batted in. The 0-1 with 2 away. Colton Onstadt on deck. Off-speed pitch, Hickerson in front of it. Redirects it beneath the catcher Gross. Ryan Gross, his first game with the Swift Current 57's behind the plate, allowing Ben Komanowski to be the DH in this one. Count 0-2 with 2 away here.
It's so interesting though through this scrap.
Regina Red Sox.
He's not on. Enough other guys.
3-0 lead as Hickerson hammers that foul.
Okay, Seattle for sure. Minneapolis.
The 0-2 with 2 away as Ferguson in the dirt. Elsewhere in the WMBL, in the top of the third, Edmonton and Lethbridge are scoreless at Spitz Stadium. Okotoks is in Fort McMurray. That game is scoreless in the top of the first. And it looks like rain hitting Jubilee Park in Yorkton. Brooks Bombers and Yorkton Cardinals. Postponed and swung on and missed strike 3 as Jack Ferguson strikes out the dangerous Riley Hickerson. Red Sox bring in another one, though. They strand Moss, but they score one, and it's 3-0 with the top of the third coming up. This is Swift Current 57's Baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
And welcome back to Curry Field in Regina. Forgot the name of the ballpark I'm in right now. Curry Field, beautiful northern Regina. 2 hours on the bus for the Swift Current 57's to get here. They trail the Regina Red Sox 3-0. So Swift with some catching up to do. Kyle Wilson, starting pitcher for Regina. 2 innings thus far. He's allowed 1 hit of the Blake Adams variety, striking out 1 and walking 1. He's faced 8 hitters. Jack Ferguson has struck out 1 and walked 1. He's faced 12. 3 runs against, 2 of them earned. He's allowed 4 hits in 2 innings of work. No easy outs in this Regina lineup as Anthony Stewart to the plate now. Stewart batting .240 coming into this game. .286 over the last 7 days for Anthony. First pitch from Stewart, righty pitcher and a lefty hitter. And that pitch outside. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch to the number 9 hitter, Stewart. Fastball low. And a 2-0 count, top of the third inning, and a 3-0 lead for the Regina Red Sox. 2-0 count. Stewart slashes at that fastball, sending it foul down the third base line. Stewart 2 for 2 when it comes to stealing bases. 2-1. Swung on and missed. Stewart chasing after the high fastball. Count 2-2. That was pitch number 30 from Wilson. So Wilson working very efficiently. We're in the top of the third and only 30 pitches to get to this stage in the game thus far. Stewart's going to strike out 85 miles an hour on the fastball there. And top of the order as the 57's turn over that batting order. Ethan Hunter to the plate, 0 for 1. Leadoff hitting shortstop Ethan Hunter from Terre Haute, Indiana. Bo McClintock on deck, and a curveball for Ethan Hunter. Haven't seen that breaking ball too much from Wilson yet. Second time through the order, maybe we'll see it more. That breaking ball was inside for a 1-0 count, 1 away here. Third inning. Wilson, 1-0 count. Goes to the heat, inside.
Russell Martin about how good he is at framing pitches.
17 degrees Celsius right now in Regina as the temperature drops, as the sun gets lower in the sky. 2-1 count. Wilson swinging at that pitch, or Hunter swinging at that Wilson offering just below the letters. 2-1 pitch, 1 down. Ground ball. Hunt hurries and makes the throw, picked out of the dirt, and a good job at first by Deneau. And a good play by shortstop and first. Hunt grabbing that ground ball on the run. That's a tough out. And the one hopper picked nicely by Deneau. Red Sox looking for real. And now Bo McClintock to the plate.
He's always the odd man out. Yeah, no kidding. Stating the obvious.
McClintock 0 for 1 this game, 324 on the year.
Because it's 4th of July.
Bo McClintock tying the team home run record. Medicine Hat on Sunday. Fastball, and Bo with a big hack with evil intentions. 2 strikes against Bo.
Access channel 7 or on the HD channel looks great on channel 70.
Bo McClintock, a guy, a leader on this team. Almost like a extra coach for Joe Carnahan. As Bo's the type of guy, if he sees one of his teammates in a bit of a slump or just struggling out there, Bo with words of encouragement. Overheard one of those conversations last night on the bus. McClintock, if baseball doesn't work out for him, he could have a fine career as a motivational speaker as he reaches for that breaking ball. Danny Hunt at short, hurries the throw to first. They take care of Bo McClintock, who swings defensively with the count 1-2. 3 up, 3 down for the 57's in the top of the third, and the Regina Red Sox lead at 3-0. Swift Current will try and keep it that way when we return with 57's baseball.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. It's Ryan Schweitzer in Regina. Glad you could join us for another night on the road here. Our next webcast is going to be this Sunday. We're back at Athletic Park in Medicine Hat. 57's with a couple home games. As Moose Jaw in town tomorrow, Thursday, Weyburn Friday, a couple of big nights at the ballpark. Ground ball by Onstadt right back to Jack Ferguson, and Ferguson flips to McClintock. One down here in the bottom of the third inning. We got Ladies' Night happening tomorrow at Mitchell Field. Someone can win a diamond pendant. We thank Wallace Construction for being the title sponsor of that Ladies' Night game. 7:05 first pitch at Mitchell Field, and then the big night on Friday, the Weyburn Beavers are in town. The top team in the WMBL East with a 20-7 record, and we're going to have us a pig roast. Chef Rusty from Harvest Eatery in Shaunavon. That could be trouble. Fly ball. Nope. Ethan Hunter where he needs to be. As Hunter makes a foray into the outfield grass from the infield position. So Garrett Thenis, chef extraordinaire, nationally renowned chef at the Harvest Eatery in Shaunavon. And that Harvest Eatery, it's about an hour away from Swift Current, and it's worth the drive. Just an amazing. If you like brisket, if you like burgers, all sorts of great things. And look at this, it's going to be a bloop shot here for Eric Crossman as he goes oppo like taco, and no one able to zero in on that baseball. Just a rainbow that found some vacant grass. And the Regina Red Sox, 2-out single from Crossman. But anyway, Chef Rusty is going to be at the game Friday night as the Weyburn Beavers are in town. If you happen to visit Swift Current at any point this summer, I know a lot of the American parents are watching this, and players from across Canada make up the 57's as well. But if you do find your way in Swift Current, yeah, it's about an hour drive southwest of Swift Current, and worth every kilometer to get to that Harvest Eatery in Shaunavon. So good to have Chef Rusty part of the game experience Friday night. Pork on a bun, pig roast at the ballpark. Runner on at first here, Jack Ferguson. Fastball up and away. Who's this guy at the plate right now? Matt Deneau, first baseman, who's 0 for 1 and 232 on the year. Two down here, bottom of the third, 3-0 lead for the Regina Red Sox. Ferguson 52 pitches. That one hops away from Gross. Gross is going to make the throw to second base, but not in time. And Crossman gallops to second base. Danny Hunt, shortstop on deck. And now runner in scoring position with a 2-1 count. Fastball up and out, 3-1 count. Hitters count, runner in scoring position. Ontario product Matt Deneau at the plate. 2 out here. Shot to right field. This could be trouble as no one's going to be able to get to that in time. Deneau, a multiple base hit as he gets to second base. And an RBI double that brings in Crossman. Miles Miller playing Deneau shallow in right field. And Deneau, opposite field shot. Hitting that over the head of the right fielder. And the Regina Red Sox up 4 here in the bottom of the third. Fastball just missing up, 1-0 count.
Add one to the box score every inning out so far. A pair in the first, one in the second, and a here on the third. 2 down and a man on.
Shortstop Danny Hunt at the plate. Hunt 1 for 1. Had his number called a couple times at short. He's made some good plays defensively.
Can you please just invent the button on the keyboard F12 FU?
2-0 pitch. Ferguson. Pitch dropping below the strike zone, and it's a 3-0 count. Hunt, the shortstop out of Tucson, Arizona, will likely take here with the count 3-0. As Ferguson. Fastball strike and 3-1. Hunt from Tucson, Arizona will do his best on a cool Saskatchewan night. Ground ball hit to Mitch Dean. Dean grabs it in foul territory. It was a fair ball, and they get the out at first. Good play by Dean again on the backhand with the quick throw to Bo McClintock. Regina Red Sox get another one, though, as they've managed to put up a run each inning. 3 innings in the books, 4-0 Regina. Back with more 57's baseball shortly.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. Glad that you could be a part of the evening tonight. Happy 4th of July to friends and family of the players. Enjoying this one from the States. Everything coming up Regina in this one so far. 4-0, they lead it. So far, so good for Kyle Wilson, the starting pitcher out of Flagstaff, Arizona. 3 innings of work. He's only allowed 1 hit, striking out 2 and walking 1, facing 11 hitters. Elsewhere in the WMBL, not too busy a night on tap for this 4th of July. Edmonton is in Lethbridge. That's scoreless in the top of the 4th, and Fort McMurray hosting the Okotoks Dogs in the bottom of the 2nd. That game is scoreless. In Yorkton, Brooks and the Yorkton Cardinals, that game has been postponed. We're guessing that it was due to weather, although umpire availability has been an issue as well in Yorkton from time to time. Blake Adams at the plate right now. Adams, the lone 57's hit, first time through the order. He's 1 for 1 thus far. 275 hitter. As Wilson. Breaking ball, and Adams trying to get that bunt down and spark the 57's offense.
He's insulting you. I'm complimenting you on your wondrous line. I'm not going to escape this one. He's calling you also.
So coming into the inning, Ferguson,
I know.
The 0-2. Breaking ball drops low.
58. 58.
50% more pitches than that bodes really well for the Red Sox in trying to avoid tackles.
Wilson about to release his 44th pitch of this game. 1-2 pitch. Adams. Ground ball. Dela Cruz over to first base. Dela Cruz to Deneau. Adams grounds out via the 4-3. And Miles Miller, who's been an offensive catalyst for the 57's in recent weeks, now to take a turn. Miles not with the 57's right at the beginning of the year. This is his 14th game of the season.
walk back in the first inning.
Miller's been a base runner tonight for the 57's as he's walked.
Tidy game for him so far.
One walk issued by the starting pitcher for Regina, Wilson.
Yes.
He's struck out 2. Breaking ball, Miller out in front of it. 0-2 count. Oh, 2. One-two count to Miles. Best batting average on this 57's team with a .431 average. 431 through 14 games. 1-2 pitch. Curveball and strike 3. Miller goes down swinging. Wilson introducing a lot more curveballs the second time through the order against these 57's. Mostly fastballs the first time through. Steady diet of breaking balls to Miles Miller.
Well, I know he was telling the Red Sox team that Terry Brotzel that he had a break between really throwing hard in 60 games, and he's just starting to feel good in the room. And you can tell just being on the days before it starts, manager Mitch, maybe with a little bit of advice from Papa Rio, has been very careful in deciding who's going to try out the mound and not overusing the starters. By the way, shout out to, I know he's not watching the crowd, but Larry Rogers, Evansdale, visiting suburban Dallas, Texas, and he's a loyal viewer, listener on the internet, and he was lucky
Ben Komanowski count nothing in 2.
somewhere he can play in the summer, and here he is. And really, I think you
Ben 0 for 1 this game. Designated hitting tonight, getting a night off behind the plate, as newcomer Ryan Gross is catching Jack Ferguson. Breaking ball and a called strike 3. Ben Komanowski caught looking. And another 3 up, 3 down inning for Kyle Wilson and the Regina Red Sox. Bottom of 4 coming up, 4-0 lead Regina. Back with more 57's baseball shortly.
When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes, unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
Welcome back to Regina. Regina, once referred to by Mick Jagger as the city that rhymes with fun, at a Rolling Stone concert a few years ago, and Regina Red Sox and their fans having a fun night here at the ballpark. Looked like we were going to get rained on at about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Some dark clouds rolling in, a few light drops falling on the field here at Curry Field, but then things clearing up, clouds parting, and we got a beautiful night. A little bit of a cool breeze blowing through. 30-kilometer-an-hour wind blowing from right field as Miles Miller, fly ball off the bat of Samuel Dela Cruz into the mid of Miller. Native of the Bronx, New York, flying out to Windsor, Ontario's Miller in right field. Top of the order for Regina. Third at bat for Wesley Moss, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's now hitting .336 on the year.
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay.
Moss, your prototypical leadoff hitter.
From the Will Smith days.
Ferguson.
We'll work on that.
Pitch number 64 coming out of his left hand moments ago. 1-1 the count now facing Moss.
Professor Leo. So Wesley Moss, the biggest New Orleans Saints fan in the building, at the plate. The 1-1, and he's
Ground ball. Jared Doakey has to hurry. He gets that ball, makes the throw to first to Bo McClintock, and they get Wesley Moss just in the nick of time. Good job by Doakey, a low-velocity ground ball that he had to hurry to close on. And the native of Howell, Michigan, Jared Doakey, who wears the same number 6 that his brother Shane wore when playing WMBL baseball in Swift Current. Helps put together a 4-3. Ferguson induces a foul ball from Dela Cruz as that ball's drilled into the backstop. Dela Cruz 1 for 2 with a run scored. Two Dela Cruz players, both from the Bronx for the Red Sox here. As Ferguson, 1-1 count.
No, did.
2-1 with 2 away. Ferguson, fly ball. Miles Miller closing in on that, not able to get to it in time. And Adam Dela Cruz with a single to right field. 2 away and a 2-out single by Dela Cruz. Good piece of hitting by Dela Cruz, another opposite field shot. And Miles Miller has had a few come his way from righty hitters. And now Riley Hickerson to the plate. Hickerson 297. 0 for 2, but has an RBI as he grounded out with a runner on third to give the Regina team their first run of this ball game. It's a 4-0 lead for Regina, bottom of the 4th with 2 away.
The 306.
Ferguson. Pitch comes in low.
I was going to say
2-0 count with 2 away.
I really enjoyed watching it. The Blue Jays playing in Oakland, because in Oakland they get some pretty small crowds, and that's when you can hear the umpires talking and stuff. Joe West, I think, was the umpire.
2-0 pitch. Hickerson. Now he slaps one the opposite way. Steady diet of opposite field shots by the Regina Red Sox in this one. And it's another hit. It's the 8th hit of the ball game for the home team. Colton Onstadt to the plate. 72 pitches for Jack Ferguson to get us to the 4th, bottom of, with 2 away.
He says, what? You don't like it? Boom, you're gone. How do you like that? He throws it on.
2 runners on.
But it looked like Joe was having
Curveball. Lefty versus lefty, low and away. Catcher Colton Onstadt, 1 for 2 with an RBI. He's hitting .350. Fastball redirected off the bucket of catcher Ryan Gross. His first game with the 57's. 1-1 the count. Red Sox 2 in the bottom of the 1st. 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Nothing across the plate here. 2 away. However, runners on at 1st and 2nd.
1-1.
Ferguson. Breaking ball low.
We saw a steal when Wesley Moss took 3rd, and Adam Dela Cruz might have been sent to 2nd. We don't really know if he just wasn't running or if he didn't see the signal. Or
Jake Wilson on deck.
So we can't rule it out.
2-1 count.
Swing and a miss by Onstadt.
Fastball past Onstadt.
Really
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away.
Settling down. And sometimes it takes a little while for guys.
2-2 pitch. Fastball in. Right at the ribs of Onstad. Full count with 2 away. Walk loads the bases. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And low and away, as the double steal was on the full count pitch, the base is loaded. And now Eric Crossman, who's 1 for 2 with a .360 average on the year. And Joe Carnahan out of the 57's dugout. '57's do have someone heating up in the bullpen. Another one of the newcomers for the 57's warming up. Right-handed pitcher Isaiah Campa out of El Paso, Texas. Cochise College heating up. Joe Carnahan with a mound visit, giving him a chance to warm up. There's Jack Ferguson. Base is loaded. 2 away. There's a shot to right field. Miles Miller, that's over his head. And that's going to go to the wall. 1 will score. 2 will score. 3 are going to come in. A double for Jake Wilson, the right fielder, hits one to his counterpart. And another baseball over the head of the right fielder. That one going to the wall, and the Regina Red Sox put up another crooked number. It's 7-0 in the 4th. A bases loaded double that scores 3, and Regina up a converted touchdown here at Curry Field. Crossman fouls that ball off of his person. 1 for 2 with a run scored as Crossman. Ferguson now just over 80 pitches in this contest. 0-1 after Crossman fouled that off himself. Matt Deneau on deck. Fastball out. Bottom of the 4th. Ferguson. Fly ball popped straight south. Is that going to hit the roof here? Nope, just over top of us.
All this happened with 2 outs. It's amazing.
Regina Youth will chase down that foul ball. Try and get themselves some candy. Shot right up the middle. Buzzing the control tower. Runner being sent from third, and it's going to be another run for the Regina Red Sox. 5-run inning for the home team. Crossman with an RBI single with a runner on at second. And 8-0 Regina. Joe Carnahan, his second mound visit of the 4th, and that'll do it for Jack Ferguson. Isaiah Campa has been warming up. The home team seeing the ball well. The Regina Red Sox have been red hot, winners of 12 of their last 13. We're seeing why here. And Isaiah Campa, who's been warming up in the 57's bullpen. The right-handed pitcher who's from El Paso, Texas, will make his first Wimble start here. We'll give Isaiah a chance to warm up, and we'll be back with more 57's baseball shortly.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Isaiah Campa out of El Paso, ready to make his WMBL pitching debut here for the 57's. Right-handed pitcher. Pitching to Ryan Gross. Swift Current 57's coach Joe Carnahan, if you talk to him about recruiting this year, he's had some adventures. He's had to deal with injury and different players being shipped in and out of Swift Current over the course of the year. So Isaiah Campa, another new face here in a team that has seen their share of new faces. The thing with Joe is he likes to have his roster finalized early in the calendar year, but he had to do a ton of recruiting a lot later than what he's used to. Just different things following through, different commitments for different guys that he's recruited. The 14-13 Swift Current 57's, a slow start for the team as Joe had a heck of a time fielding a team by the start of the season. Swift Current going 1-6 in their first 7 games, now 14-13, so 13-6 since then. Regina Red Sox up 8 on Swift here in the bottom of the first. Matt Deneau at the plate. Right-hander, Isaiah Campa. Fastball in. 1-0 count. Danny Hunt warming up in the on-deck circle. Campa has a quick look at the runner on at first.
So the 1-0 with 2 down.
1-0 count, 2 down. Fastball at about eye level. And Ryan Gross going and having a quick chat with Isaiah Campa. Isaiah releasing that ball a little bit earlier than he would normally. And that offering moving Deneau off the plate.
Not what I'd be wanting to talk about. Yeah, kind of an awkward moment. Oh, I thought you were in my jackets. Not. Did you have a heart attack?
2-0 count.
Yeah, Deneau almost ate that. Right, Campa throwing some inside heat.
Fastball for a strike. 2-1 count with 2 down here. Bottom of the 4th inning. 57's have a history of putting up big run innings in this ballpark. They'll need to do so in this one. Never want to rule anyone out when these two teams meet up with each other.
Really, when you think about it, an ideal
18-8 was the score the last time these teams met up here at Curry Field in Regina.
hasn't stolen a base yet this year.
Some big innings for both teams in that one. Fastball in, and 3-1 the count.
Seems like, just from what I've observed in the 4 pitches that we've seen so far, it seems like he throws hard, but maybe a little bit of wrap.
3-1 the count.
So when you're teaching young pitchers, do you teach a lot of pitchers how to build their delivery, or do you have someone else teach?
Isaiah Campa, 3-1 pitch.
There's a strike.
Fastball called strike. So a full count with 2 away. Runner on at first. 57's looking for an elusive third out as it's been a 4-run inning for the Regina Red Sox, all 4 coming with 2 away.
was just gonna say
8-0 for the home team in white. 3-2 pitch.
and runners going.
Swung on and missed. Strike three. A little bit extra on that fastball as it hits 85 on the gun after a steady diet of 83 miles an hour. So Isaiah Campa comes in, strikes out Matt Deneau, but some more damage done. It's an 8-0 deficit for the 57's after a 4-run fourth by the Red Sox. Back with more 57's baseball shortly.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. Kyle Wilson out of Flagstaff, Arizona, continuing to work for Regina. 4 innings of work, only one 57's hit. 4 strikeouts and 1 walk for the right-hander from Flagstaff. Wilson a 2-1 record. Heading into tonight's game with the 57's. Jared Doki making his way to the plate. Doki's second at bat. He's hitting .236 on the year, 0 for 1 this game. Miles Miller has walked. Blake Adams has a hit. The only runs for the 57's thus far. They trail by 8. It's the top of the 5th inning. 57's back in the friendly confines of Mitchell Field tomorrow night, taking on the Moose Jaw Miller Express. 7:05 first pitch for that contest. Weyburn Beavers in town on Thursday as Jared Doki fly ball into the mid of Sam Dela Cruz. So Jared Doki, who has the dubious honor of being the beer batter, delights the thirsty masses in Regina by flying out to his counterpart at second base, 1 away here, top of the 5th. And Mitch Dean with a .222 average on the year. Newcomer Ryan Gross on deck. He's the 57's catcher tonight. '54th pitch of the ball game for Kyle Wilson. Wilson working efficiently. 4 innings in under 50 pitches. He's had a couple innings where he's made quick work of the 57's. There's a towering fly ball. And Danny Hunt, the shortstop, ventures into the outfield grass to make the catch. 57 swinging early in the count against Kyle Wilson. Something about that fastball. Looks nice and chunky to hit for the 57's, but they've only managed to get 1 hit off of the right-hander. So Ryan Gross, native of Spokane, his second at bat. 0 for 1, 2 away. Curveball called strike. 71 miles an hour on that curveball from Wilson. The fastball is mid-80s for the right-hander. Wilson. Violent delivery on that fastball. Could be playable for Onstadt, the catcher, and he positions himself under that baseball, and it's 2 away. And again, Swift Current swinging early in the count, flying out on the 0-1. And the 57's continuing to be held to just one hit. Bottom of 5 coming up, 8-0 Regina. More 57's baseball after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Regina Red Sox, who have won 12 of their last 13 in the driver's seat here. It's the bottom of the 5th inning and an 8-0 Regina lead. The last time these teams met in Swift Current, it was an 11-3 win for Regina. If the playoffs started tomorrow in the WMBL, and they don't, but if they did, this would be a first-round matchup. The 2-3 match in the WMBL East, Weyburn would end up playing the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Regina 17-7, the 57's 14-12. Towering fly ball that won't escape the infield. Jared Doakey is there to make the catch for the first out of the bottom of the 5th. Danny Hunt, the shortstop, popping up moments ago. Sam Dela Cruz to the plate. 2 Dela Cruz brothers on the Regina Red Sox this year. Sam, the younger brother, hits 9th in the order. Adam, 2-hole hitter. Sam hitting .294. Big brother Adam hitting .341. On deck, Wesley Moss, who bats between the Dela Cruzes. Top of the order due up for the Regina home squad.
This one, he goes opposite field.
Opposite field shot foul. A steady diet of opposite field shots tonight by the Regina Red Sox, helping them build this 8-0 lead. Isaiah Campa came in and got the 3rd out in the bottom of the 4th.
But you could see it clearly missed. Like it was a pretty easy call for Bob first baseman.
Campa, curveball, and another one fouled off by Dela Cruz. Campa ahead of Dela Cruz 0-2. 1 down here, bottom of the 5th inning. Our next webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball will be from Athletic Park in Medicine Hat on Sunday, 2 o'clock. Next home game is tomorrow, Ladies' Night at Mitchell Field. One of the lucky fans attending that one is going to win a diamond pendant. Fastball, high, and 1-2 with 1 down. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. And 2-2 the count.
The 2-2 to Sam Dela Cruz.
3-2.
very nice patient at bat.
Full count.
For Sam, as he tries to reach base for the first time since the second inning when he got on the field twice. Gave some good hustle to avoid the double.
3-2 pitch, one down.
Well, good middle.
Isaiah Campa, slow windup, ground ball. Jared Doki, backhand, makes the throw to first. One hopper to Bo McClintock.
Run to his right. Stop.
Nice job by Bo to pull that out of the dirt. It's 2 away now. And Wesley Moss, offensive catalyst, leadoff hitter. 1 hit, run scored, 1 for 3 this game.
That's the second out he's had to make this.
17 wins to 7 losses for the Regina Red Sox. Wesley Moss, a big part of their team's success, their leadoff hitter.
We'll see Wesley Moss, who has reached base and
Reigning WMBL Player of the Week.
has an RBI. Add to his name tonight.
Isaiah Campa, slow windup, no runners on. Curveball drops low. Two 2-0 count.
Looks over at the Red Sox dugout. Is there a lot of that going on where guys are getting signals from Mitch while they're in the batter's box? Or just see a lot of looking around?
2-0 count.
That's just where they're looking. Pitch
Fastball up and out.
just seems like a lot of the action's coming.
3-0 count, 2 away. 8-0 lead for the home team here in Regina.
Well, I don't think we're giving anything away they don't already know.
3-0 pitch. Moss taking all the way.
Half the time or visiting with the umpire. That might give us a clue. Is that what you're saying?
3-1 count, nobody on. 2 down. Campa induces a fly ball, maybe playable. Mitch Dean at third.
Third base, Dean settles under it, and he makes the catch. And he's
Gets underneath that baseball, and there's the third out
number 3, and down goes
of this 5th inning. So the 57's for the first time tonight keep the Red Sox off the board in the offensive half of the inning for the home team. Top of 6 coming up. Still an 8-0 lead for Regina. Back with more 57's baseball shortly.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. It's Ryan Schweitzer in Regina, where things have not gone smoothly tonight for the visitors. 57's trailing the Red Sox 8-0, top of the 6th inning. Swift Current's only 1 hit in this one. Regina's got 10 off 57's pitching. A 4-run bottom of the 4th. Tough pill to swallow for Swift tonight. Kyle Wilson, starting pitcher, 5 innings of work. He's allowed just 1 hit, struck out 4 and walked 1, facing 17 57's hitters. So his 18th assignment tonight is Anthony Stewart. Swift Current goes 9-1-2. Stewart, Hunter, and McClintock. We're a combined 0 for 5 tonight.
So the first pitch
First pitch fastball strike.
Anthony Stewart, the number 9 hitter.
Stewart, a tough start to the season, but the outfielder from Washington has turned things around offensively, hitting .237 coming into this one. 57's, their offense held in check. 6th inning, and yeah, only the 3rd at bat for Ethan Hunter on deck. 57's have only had 2 base runners tonight, 1 walk allowed by Wilson, and that hit by Blake Adams way back in the 1st.
Wilson has had 1, 2, 3 innings in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
Slap foul by Stewart.
So the only 2 base runners that he gave up back in the 1st would be like a single to Blake Adams and a walk to Miles Miller, and that's been all she wrote for.
Wilson 59 pitches to get to this stage in the game. 6th inning. Breaking ball. Stewart in front of it and fouls it towards Regina's dugout. Count remains 0-2 to Anthony.
So the 0-2, righty on lefty matchup here.
0-2 pitch. Wilson. Breaking ball low.
Crowd wanted a strike there.
Wilson, a right-hander. As you can see, Stewart hits from the left side. 1-2 count. Wilson wants a new baseball.
You're zipping down there.
One-two pitch as Wilson in the dirt in front of Stewart. Find ourselves with a 2-2 count now.
Who are they playing? They're going to put you on the spot. NL West matchup. A lot of our viewers.
Stewart, 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, hit hard. Deneau at first. Unassisted out as he steps on the bag. 1 down here.
Shortstop, number 8, Ethan Hunter.
Shortstop Ethan Hunter will come up.
3rd at bat of the game for the leadoff hitter Ethan Hunter. We are in the top of the 6th. Hunter 0 for 2. Breaking ball. Good movement on that 70-mile-an-hour offering to Ethan Hunter. 0-1 the count to the native of Terre Haute, Indiana. Fastball, Hunter, center field. Riley Hickerson. Catch made. Hickerson reading that well off the bat head. That baseball twisting and turning a little bit in the wind. Now Bo McClintock. 57's needing an offensive spark as we get to the twilight innings of this contest. They trail by 8. Swift Current has had big innings in this park before.
I'm more envious that you actually get to see I hear so much whining.
Interdivisional matchup. Swift wanting a good showing against Regina. A team that if Swift Current is going to have another postseason run here, they could very well cross paths with, and Swift Current trying to end on a positive here. 6th inning, they trail by 8. Wilson, who's pitched well, induces a swinging strike from McClintock. Bo expecting more velocity, it looked like, on a 70-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Count 0-2. Bo McClintock.
Well, no, I was just going to say about the National League rules. There's just more to it, it's just more
12 home runs, 2nd most in the WMBL. 30 RBIs, 2nd most in the WMBL. Fastball letter height to McClintock.
But at the same time, there are some guys who do like to hit. Marcus Stroman loves to hit when the game's playing in the league.
Riley McDonald in Brooks, leading in power categories, has the most home runs and RBI in the league.
Probably can't be that way in this.
1-2 to McClintock in the dirt, blocked by Onstott. 2-2 with 2 down.
So we're up to Brendan, and the world would be right if you have.
Bo patiently batting, or battling. Wilson here. Kyle Wilson,
Well, there you go. I'd be cool.
who's had several 3-up, 3-down innings at the expense of the 57's in this one. 2-2 pitch. Bo flies up. That one may be playable for Colton Onstott, the catcher, and at the backstop, he makes the catch.
Out number 3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no walks on base. Middle of the 6th.
And that's the kind of night it's been tonight for the Swift Current 57's.
McClintock, who's kind of an all-or-nothing guy with a dozen home runs on the year, comes up nothing there. Another one.
Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's an 8-0 lead for the Regina Red Sox. This is 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf. Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
And welcome back to 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. 71 pitches for Kyle Wilson, 47 for strikes or contact, 23 outside the zone. Isaiah Kempa, so far 1 1/3 innings of work, striking out 1. He's faced 4 batters in his 57's debut. Kempa wearing number 7, the native of El Paso, Texas. And his first assignment here in the bottom of the 6th. Adam Dela Cruz, the DH. Bottom of the 6th and 8-0. So the 57's trailing a converted touchdown and a rouge here in Regina. Isaiah Campa with that slow windup, fastball letter high. 1-0 count. Dela Cruz, a couple of hits and some runs scored in this one as well. There's a foul ball into your living room, and 1-1 the count.
So the Red Sox 2, 3, and 4 hitters all do up here in the 6th inning. And again, this is the 4th time around the batting order for Regina.
Dela Cruz, Hickerson, Onstott, 2, 3, 4.
Red Sox last
1-1. Campa, breaking ball. 2-1.
2-1 now to Adam Dela Cruz. And when you look at it, the Red Sox came up with their 8
Adam
runs,
Dela Cruz.
scoring 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the
Fourth inning was a big inning against for the 57's. Bottom of 4th, Regina played at 4 as that offering is fouled straight north here on this south-facing ballpark in northern Regina.
Might be a little too late at this stage of the ball game.
Ominous clouds circled Curry Field prior to this contest, but now the sun's setting in the western sky, and a great evening it turned into for this WMBL Clash. 57 still have a few innings to try and make a game out of it as high heat misses inside to Dela Cruz.
So the count is now full. Adams having himself a night at the plate. This is a typical
3-2.
kind of night at the plate, you know, like just doing the little things right, not trying to.
57's one hit in this ball game. Blake Adams collected that in the first. Isaiah Campa, 3-2 pitch. Dela Cruz will foul that fastball out of the ballpark towards the parking lot here at Curry Field. as that is hit towards the foliage that borders the baseball facility here in Regina. Full count, Dela Cruz, the number 2 hitter in Regina's batting order, leading off here in the 6th inning, bottom of.
So it sounds like that, there aren't too many that actually get out there. So I have now got
Regina, call them the hottest team in the league. Winners of 12 of their last 13. Of course, Med Hat playing some great baseball as well as Ethan Hunter orchestrates a 6-3 to take care of Dela Cruz. See what's going on around the league here. Bottom of the 6th inning in Lethbridge. Edmonton Prospects and Lethbridge Bulls are scoreless. Brooks Bombers in Yorkton. That game has been postponed tonight. It was to start at 7:05. And in Fort Mac, a defensive chess match between the Giants and the Okotoks Dogs. That game's 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th. So only 2 other games tonight in the WMBL. As Brooks and Yorkton, nothing doing at Jubilee Park. Riley Hickerson at the plate now.
last home game. Losing cause.
Hickerson 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. He's also struck out. Fastball fouled towards the on-deck area for the 57's. 1-1 the count. 1 down here. Nobody on.
That's Evan Rogers' dad. His son not pitching tonight, but that's him. Mr. Rogers, Mr. Stroll in the neighborhood. Yeah. Big Texas Rangers fan.
1-1 pitch.
They're building a new
round ball
stadium down there for the Texas Rangers. Yeah, the one they're in is not really old. He said maybe July, August. Yeah. Well, if you think right, but you think about it, baseball, and he agreed with me.
1-2 pitch, 1 down.
People like Larry, it won't be the owners of the Rangers. I can tell you that. But I was just going to make
breaking ball.
Hickerson. But I was just going to make the point that, as you know, I am on
2-2 with 1 down.
Return the Montreal Expos to their rightful place. And baseball is actually a better fit in Canada in the summertime than it is in the deep south. And Larry agreed with me.
2-2 pitch.
Because of the heat.
Hickerson, fly ball, center field, Anthony Stewart. 2 down. Anthony Stewart reacting immediately as contact was made with that baseball. And he was able to zero in on that ball as a hawk would zero in on an unsuspecting field mouse. Second out. Good play by Stewart in center field. Anthony Stewart, another player who at his position makes defensive plays look easy. Fastball up to Colton Onstadt, the catcher for Regina. Onstadt 1 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. A hit as well. The native of Potter, Nebraska. 1-0 pitch, 2 away. Fastball called strike to Onstadt. 1-1.
They're spending a lot of tax for money to bring the Oakland Raiders in. And I've come to the conclusion that in the States, there's a mentality here that
breaking ball.
Sport is important. It brings togetherness. It promotes
Isaiah Campa, 33 pitches in 2 innings of work now, 2 full innings.
Which is also true. So it really depends which.
2-1 the count with 2 away. Campa. Fastball out. Jake Wilson waits on deck. Wilson with 3 RBI in this contest.
No, of course not. Don't get ridiculous. It's not like the price of beer is going to come down at the new stadium. But
3-1 pitch, slow windup from Campa. He'll walk on Stott with that fastball that just misses outside.
So that's the first batter to reach on Campa, and I almost wonder if maybe that's
first player to reach base on Isaiah Campa's watch here.
You're almost better just going up and taking.
Jake Wilson to take his hacks now. 2 down, Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-0 lead for the Regina team, if you're just joining us. 4-run 4th for the home team in white. The big difference in this one. 16 degrees Celsius right now. The wind's slowing down in velocity, now 19 kilometers an hour. Official sunset time here is 9:11. As the sun drops in the western sky on this north-facing ballpark. Clouds parting.
Really worldwide through Facebook, and that's a big thrill for us in the booth. And I know everybody.
0-2 count.
And for the Red Sox,
Wilson swings defensively and redirects that ball into the backstop. Lethbridge Bulls on the board in Lethbridge against the Edmonton Prospects. 1-0 the score. Okotoks and Fort Mac still 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th.
only to have his life. Yeah.
0-2 pitch.
Remember, I had a neighbor I grew up with in see Australia was done in high school. It's going to be like
Next webcast Sunday, we're in Medicine Hat.
stay for another 6 months. Oh, she got it extended.
Battling the Mavericks, 2:05.
Oh, she's home now, and really not very happy about it. It was extended. So that kind of
1-2 count with 2 down. Eric Crossman on deck. Isaiah Campa. Jake Wilson. Fly ball. Ethan Hunter at short. Catch made. 1 is stranded. None come in to score. 6 innings in the books. Top of 7 coming up. 8-0 lead, Regina. We'll return with more of this webcast shortly.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. Ryan Schweitzer in Regina. And so far, so good. Kyle Wilson on the mound for the home team here. 6 innings of work, allowing but 1 hit and only walking 1, striking out 4 along the way. He's faced 20 batters. So Swift Current, now their 3rd time through the batting order. Adams, Miller, Kamenowski, 3, 4, 5 due up here. Hopefully the 3rd time through the order will be a charm for Swift. As the native of Longview, Texas, guy who holds the 57's record for home runs and a big RBI guy last year on that 2017 championship team. Blake Adams steps up to the plate. Blake, a late arrival this year. This is his 10th game back with the 57's. Breaking ball from Wilson. This is ball 1. 72 pitches for Wilson.
Kyle Wilson's been now at 72 pitches.
Getting through 6 innings, just 71 pitches. That is efficiency out of the right-hander from Flagstaff, Arizona.
Part of the plate. Strike 2.
0-2 the count to Blake.
57's really excited
Adams.
to have Adams back in the lineup.
The 0-2 as Wilson.
As he chops this one, and
Foul ball.
foul might be playable, probably end up close to the Red
Not
Sox.
playable for anyone as that one escapes Curry Field here in Regina by the Red Sox bullpen. 0-2 the count. Adams the lone hit for the 57's as he singled way back in the first inning.
And Adams on the season in his 9 games since returning, batting .256.
Wilson, breaking ball.
And has 5 RBIs and just the 1 home run to speak of so far.
Game number 10 for Blake.
Just away. Just away.
1-2.
Just away. Which is
Good take by Adams.
broadcaster's way of saying, I don't know. A late arrival.
Adams a home run and 5 RBI in his first 9 games. He homered in his first at-bat of the year in Brooks.
Bo McClintock's been making up for both of them.
Ground ball, and that just rolls foul.
And they were really hoping at getting out of
Blake battling with Wilson.
kind of creates Swift Current's version of the bat.
2-2.
McGuire Canseco, just without the needles and all the other stuff that they had in
The injury bug has bit the 57's a little bit this year, losing Tyler Woodjahusky and Brian Benz.
Wilson with the pitch.
In that batting order, the arrival of Blake Adams certainly brought some pop into the lineup. Blake looking to hit consistently now. The past few games he's struggled. Now .268 on the year. Mid-300 hitter last year.
Yeah, you have a good leadoff guy with Hunter at the top, and you have a couple power guys, and that carries you right to the heart of the order. Hasn't gone their way tonight, but it's helped them crawl back into the race. They look like a
2-2 pitch to Adams.
trying to move out of that
Fastball up.
spot. I mean, really, when you think about it, if the Red Sox continue their ways and if the Beavers continue slumping, it might be a big advantage to get into that.
Full count now to Blake. Leading off here for Swift in the 7th inning.
I don't know if we're quite prepared to say that yet, but as of
This game approaching 2 hours old. Called strike 3 as Adams is caught looking at that slider from Wilson. Strikeout number 5 on the night for Kyle Wilson.
Right fielder, number 22.
And now Miles Miller to take a turn. 57's have had 2 base runners this game. Miles Miller was one of them as he drew a walk earlier this contest, his 3rd at bat of the game.
batter looking.
First pitch, fastball. Right back at Wilson. He'll flip to first.
1-3 put out.
Miles Miller sent back to the 57's dugout via the 1-3, and now Ben Komanowski, who's 0 for 2.
Ben Komanowski.
Miles Miller, Ben Komanowski, Regina's own, will come up. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out to center and a strikeout. His first 2 times.
Wilson, that was his 80th pitch of the ball game. 80 pitches to get through 6 2/3. Again, lauding the efficiency of this starting pitcher for Regina.
No. And a lot of movement.
First pitch to Komanowski, breaking ball, drops low. Elmer Jerkovitz behind home plate, calling the balls and strikes tonight in Regina. Hometown umpire. 1-0 count. Wilson. Komanowski fouls that one straight back. Bounces off one of the picnic tables that they have set up near the concession area. 1-1 count to Ben. Jared Doki on deck. There's 2 down here in the 7th. Wilson. Fastball, 1 hopper to catcher Colton Onstadt. Kyle Wilson pitching to Colton Onstadt. Matt Deneau at first. Sam Dela Cruz at second. Danny Hunt is the shortstop. Eric Crossman at third. Wesley Moss in left, Riley Hickerson in center, Jake Wilson, pardon me, patrolling right field. Jace Wilson plays for Yorkton, who is not in action tonight.
Oh, okay.
Jake Wilson, the right fielder.
What was his last name? Jamestown.
3-1. 3-2, Komanoski swinging at that fastball.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count to Ben, stepping out of the batter's box. He'll tighten up the batting gloves.
Of the 7th inning and getting us to the stretch. He's put up 5 straight.
Top of the 7th. Breaking ball. Ball 4, Ben Komanoski will walk. That's only the 3rd base runner the 57's have had. 5 straight 1-2-3 innings for Kyle Wilson. That streak ended. And now Jared Doki. Two down, 57's looking for some sort of a spark here, trailing 8-0 in the late innings. First pitch to Doki, missing low.
I like that. Yeah.
Ground ball.
Come back or right back to the mound, and again Wilson.
Right back to Wilson.
Underhanded.
And another 1-3 takes care of the 57's. One is stranded, none score. My thoughts exactly. 8-0. Bottom of Sev coming up. 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale, selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
That's the makeup of what has been an evening that's been ugly as a mud fence for the Swift Current 57's.
Leading off the 7th inning, for the Red Sox, third baseman.
8-0 lead. Eric Crossman leading off for Regina. Crossman, Deneau, Hunt, 6, 7, 8 in their lineup. Crossman's 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. And a batting average of .385 on the year for the 17-7 Regina Red Sox, who have won 12 of their last 13. Crossman hits that offering on the screws. Matt Fiorini warming up in the 57's bullpen as that one was hit on a rope right to him, and he makes the catch. So 0-1 the count on a long, loud strike. Isaiah Campa has only allowed 1 base runner on his watch since coming into this game. Campa 2 1/3, striking out 1 and walking 1. No hits allowed. 1-1 count. Well hit ball, left field, Blake Adams, 1 down.
First baseman, number 17,
Unconventional dimensions in Regina, 343 to left field, and a little bit of a hill as you go left field to center. Center field 409. And then in right field, you go 309, but you can see that big fence that they have in right. So not the everyday dimensions for a WMBL ballpark or a baseball facility. Center field, Anthony Stewart, second out of the inning. There's Anthony. Catch is made. 2 quick outs for Isaiah Campa and the Swift Current 57's. Regina with an 8-0 lead in the bottom of 7 here. Danny Hunt. Hunt is the number 8 hitter in Regina's batting order. Every member of the Regina Red Sox tonight has at least 1 hit, except for the guy on deck, Sam Dela Cruz.
He's a sabermetrician before there were sabers.
But it was all division. Normal speed, slow
10 hits for the home team, helping them to this 8-0 lead. Well hit ball on the screws, fouled towards the 57's bullpen.
You're asking me for an adjective, and I just don't have one. You're coming up empty. I'm coming up empty.
I thought it was a big help in helping the boys hit the ball.
1-1 the count.
Kind of like 3 o'clock, 6
Like
o'clock.
4 o'clock, but you kept watching this.
Isaiah Campa. 1-1 pitch.
Oh, worked for Rod.
Yeah, so.
Fouled into the backstop.
Usually just about every summer we make the trek down to Minneapolis and catch a couple of Twins games. And you see your share of career jerseys down there.
Oh, great player, great hitter.
1-2 pitch, 2 down. Reaching is Hunt. Jared Doki charges in on that ball, and 4-3 and safe. Danny Hunt hustling hard and legging out an infield single. Jared Doki ran in on that ball. It was a quick release over to first, but a low velocity ground ball and Hunt on at first. So 2 outs and another 2-out hit for the Red Sox. Regina in that 4th inning. The inning that's really looking like a dagger for the 57's. Had 4 runs with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Count 0-1.
My first reaction was he was safe.
Yeah, it was the right call, no question. And he was rewarded for that hustle.
You know, you have to support the other ump's call, but you don't necessarily have to say that you agree with it. You can say, oh, it's his call, but this is what I thought.
0-1.
The 0-1.
2 away.
And misses. So
pitch is low.
On a strike for Sam Dela Cruz. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
Ladies' night tomorrow night at Mitchell Field in Swift Current, brought to you by the good folks at Wallace Construction. A diamond pendant will be given away tomorrow night. Diamonds tomorrow night. Pig roast at the park on Friday is Bo McClintock. That's just over his outstretched hand. Another opposite field shot. Sam Dela Cruz getting a hit, and now everyone in the Regina Red Sox batting order has at least 1 hit this game. And Danny Hunt advancing all the way to third base on that opposite field shot, and a nice piece of hitting by Sam Dela Cruz. Top of the order in Wesley Moss, his 5th at bat of the game. He's 1 for 4 with a run scored.
This game is live on the Regina Red Sox Facebook page with the great camera angles and the shots. There it is.
So is it stay recorded?
I think so.
Isaiah Campa induces a foul ball.
Foul, and this one ends up close.
Wesley Moss towards the 57's bullpen.
Billions. I don't know if we have played that.
Is that reflecting our pay tonight?
It's 21 looking at it right now. It's like,
that a cave?
We're only 999,999,000.
0-1 pitch to Moss.
We're getting there. We're trending.
Opposite field shot, Blake Adams. Catch is made. One is stranded, none score. 7 innings in the books. 8-0 Regina. Top of 8 coming up. This is 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
And we get set. They're back. Or sorry, they'll come out and Wilson.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. There's Mitch Dean. There's that right field wall that we were talking about earlier, 309 to right field. Now, up until the beginning of this year, there was actually a big screen there. You can still see the frame for it, but they've actually taken down that screen. So, 309 to right field. Seen a few more home runs at Curry Field as that screen is no longer an obstacle. It's been taken down. The frame remains for it. So 309 to right. Mitch Dean settling in. He drills that into the backstop screen. Count 0-1. Dean, Gross, Stewart, 7-8-9 due up for Swift Current, who trails 8-0 here in Regina, top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, it really is. Well, and I mean,
last time Swift played in Regina, 18-8 final score for the Red Sox in that one.
Everybody get to know each other and come together. Like the problem with this league is that you don't really.
Opposite field shot by Dean, right field, Jake Wilson, one down.
There's a fly ball from Mitch Dean right into the glove of Jake Wilson, the right fielder, for out number 1 in the 8th. Kyle Wilson has a one-hitter going.
16 degrees right now, a few clouds. Wind slowing down to 19 kilometers an hour. 91 pitches for Wilson.
Really, if you feel like you have your best lineup out there anyway.
Starting pitcher.
The guy's just beating you. I mean, what do you do? I mean, what are you going to do?
Has limited the 57's to just one hit this game, Wilson has. Wilson 7 1/3, 1 hit. He struck out 5 and walked 2. So Swift Current limited to just 3 base runners in this matchup with Regina.
You know, in this league, we've seen some really big innings. In fact, the Red Sox, I want to say, planted a 12 spot on the 50s. No, it was a 9 spot. That's what it was. 9-run inning, yes, on opening day.
1-1 the count. Regina 9-1 in their last 10. Winners of 12 of their last 13.
No. And the pitching's been a lot better.
Weyburn Beavers, after a big opening to their season, now 6-4 in their last 10, losers of their last 2. They're 20-6. Regina 2 games back of Weyburn coming into this one, who is idle tonight. Swing and a miss by Gross. He's tagged on the drop third strike.
And that is strikeout number 6.
6th strikeout of the game for Wilson. Top of the 8th inning, and Anthony Stewart.
Scroll up to the dish. See if we can add
Stu 0 for 2. Strikeout victim of Wilson earlier in this contest. A series of 3 up, 3 down innings for Kyle Wilson.
Kudos to Wilson.
Five 3 up, 3 down innings thus far for the aforementioned Wilson. Called strike to Anthony Stewart, 1-1 with 2 away.
The 402 is. Right. 415 and a half.
97th pitch of the game. Wilson fouled off by Stewart.
They've removed the screen. There's netting.
One and two.
Just open air.
2 down.
I don't know.
1-2 pitch to Stewart.
And swing and a miss.
Strike 3, and another 3 up, 3 down for Wilson. His 7th strikeout and his 6th 3 up, 3 down inning at the expense of the 57's. Bottom of 8 coming up, 8-0 Regina. Back with more of this webcast shortly.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Matt Fiorini on the mound for Swift.
And really shut the Red Sox down.
This pitching change has been brought to you by Mr. William. Ready for a change?
Buddy of mine, way back when, Randy Schmidt, himself, some of the health issue, but was to that great guy. We grew up together on the same street, Stratford, himself,
And just a tough game tonight for Swift, trailing 8-0. Matt Fiorini, 10 appearances, all in relief, 14 innings of work. He's allowed 22 hits, 15 runs, 11 of them earned. He struck out 15 and walked 11. He's 0-2 with a 5.5 earned run average. Fiorini pitching to newcomer Ryan Gross. Bo McClintock on at first. Shane Doki, or Jared Doki, second base, pardon me. Ethan Hunter is the shortstop. Mitch Dean at third. Blake Adams, Anthony Stewart, and Miles Miller make up the outfield. Ben Komanowski is the designated hitter in this one. Adam De La Cruz. 2-3-4 in the bottom of the 8th for the Red Sox.
And I think it's safe to say is we're in the bottom of the 8th.
Matt Fiorini, left-handed pitcher.
Sevens would probably like to just get on the bus and get ready for another day.
First pitch to De La Cruz, redirected into the gear of the catcher, Gross. 0-1 the count.
So the 0-1.
57's back at her tomorrow night on the bus. Just over a 2-hour bus ride back to Swift Current. They'll host Moose Jaw tomorrow night. Last home game for the 57's was against Moose Jaw Monday night. 3-0 shutout win. Matt Fiorini, lefty, fastball up.
They really tagged Ferguson, who again I thought probably deserved a better night. They were just finding a lot of holes.
1-2 count. Fiorini. Another fastball, just a bit up.
Oh, when the dribbler got by him.
Tomorrow night, doing the ladies' night. Chance for someone to win a diamond pendant. And then pig roast night Friday. Harvest Eatery in Shaunavon. Pork on a bun, a menu option for fans taking in that game as a baseball hits straight into your living room from Dela Cruz. 2-2 count. Bottom of the 8th inning. Dela Cruz, Hickerson, Onstadt due up here. 8-0 lead for Regina. Swift Current limited to just 3 base runners in this one. Blake Adams with a hit and walks. A couple walks issued by Wilson. 7 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed, and 2 walks in 8 innings of work. As Matt Fiorini, 3-2 pitch. Fly ball popped up. Ryan Gross looking for it. And just unable to negotiate with a bit of a breeze, and a ball hit above the lights here in Regina. Couldn't zero in on that ball as it was popped up. Count remains 3-2. Another chance for Dela Cruz.
Great catcher defensively. Just those plays, that's tough.
3-2 pitch. Fiorini walks Dela Cruz. Power hitting center fielder.
But I was going to make the point that really at any level, I played in the slow pitch tournament over the weekend. And,
Hickerson, a big body at the plate. Not built like your prototypical center fielder, but whatever pays the bills for the Red Sox. Hickerson, 6'2", 220, hits a ball deep, and opposite field shot, right center. That drops in. Dela Cruz heading home, being sent home. Double for Hickerson. Dela Cruz scores. 9-0 lead, Regina. Good shot by Hickerson. Extra base hit. And Dela Cruz got on his horse and hustled home to put his team up 9 here in the bottom of the 8th. Colton Onstadt, the catcher. Fiorini inside.
Got some great pitching from Isaiah Campa, who came in back with 2 out in the 4th.
Fiorini, the third pitcher deployed by Joe Carnahan in this contest. Isaiah Campa in his WMBL debut, 3 1/3, allowing 2 hits, striking out 1 and walking 1.
Pardon me, 2 base runners, my mistake. So some great pitching from him, but sandwiched around some not so great pitching by
So good job by Campa coming in relief.
The reliever, Matt Fiorini, who's been tagged with
Fiorini just missing on that fastball, 2-1.
his third batter, Colton Onstadt.
Nobody out and 1 on. Ground ball back to Fiorini, who looks the runner at second. Staying put is Hickerson. 1-3, Onstadt taken care of at first. And now Jake Wilson. Wilson with a bases loaded double to cash in 3 runs back in that 4th inning. He's got 3 RBI this game, a .306 batting average. 1 for 3, and with 1 swing of the bat, he cashed in those 3 runs.
He had that 3 RBI double.
Ball drilled towards Regina's dugout.
There it is.
First pitch foul.
Great work tonight. You have no idea how excited I am that our viewers from South
0-1.
watch this game.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. It does a lot to the program with the league, profile of the league.
We are
Breaking ball, Fiorini. Wilson thought about taking a hack at it.
do all this. People think that with all the technology available, that it's just so easy to throw on our production. And as we've learned in my ineptitude in running the camera, that it's
not so easy. That there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
And you know what? These parents, they don't watch
Count 2-1 with one down. Jake Wilson. Fastball from Fiorini. Drifts outside, blocked by Gross. So 3-1 with one down. Wilson walks with one out. Bottom of the eighth. Crossman has 2 hits and an RBI. Run scored.
Finish this one out.
Bottom of the eighth.
In the 8th inning, the 57 will get one more chance at the dish, but down 9 runs. What was the saying Harry Carey came up with all those years ago? Well, he had a few of them, but I think it went something
Fastball
like,
Fiorini.
there comes a point in
1-0.
the season where you have to start thinking about next year because this year just ain't going to be. And I think that would apply here.
1-0.
Where you might say there comes a point to start thinking about tomorrow because tonight just ain't going to be.
You know, you think about this.
If you're the 57s.
There's so many
One ball, one strike.
The thing that would be just wonderful to do.
One down.
You know, to me, number one.
Well hit ball by Crossman.
From Crossman. And they're gonna hold
Red Sox hold runners up by 9 here in the 8th. Bases loaded and one away. Matt Deneau to the plate.
Matt Deneau will come to the plate with just one out here in the bottom of the 8th. The Red Sox are
57's falling behind 2 in the first inning. Red Sox with 1 run in the second and third, and then that 4-run fourth, which in retrospect has really ended up being a dagger for the 57's, giving up 4 in that fourth. Fiorini, ground ball. Hunter takes a hop on him, flips it to Doki, and the 57's turn 2. A ball that just wouldn't settle down for Ethan Hunter. And then he got the ball to Jared Doki, and then Doki quickly turning it to get Deneau in time. And the Red Sox leave the bases loaded. They get one more here in the 8th inning. It's 9-0 Regina. Top of the 9th coming up. 57's baseball for Crop Production Services and the Living Sky Casino.
When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
And welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. It's Ryan Schweitzer in Regina. Not the night for the Swift Current 57's. 9-0 they trail it, heading into the top of the 9th. So it's a big deficit for Swift. Jack Ferguson, 3 2/3, allowing 10 hits. 7 earned runs, striking out 1. Isaiah Campa in his debut, 3 1/3, allowing 2 hits, striking out 1 and walking 1, facing 13 hitters. And then Matt Fiorini coming in, 2 hits, 2 walks, facing 6. Top of the order for the 57's, and the big thing now for Regina is they want to get that complete game for Kyle Wilson, who's gone 8 innings, allowing only 1 hit and walking 2, striking out 7. And this will only be the 4th at bat of the game for Ethan Hunter, who slashes that foul. Top of the order for the 57's.
First, I thought it's because we spent all that money on the new rider stadium.
So now, Swift wanting to end on a positive.
Maybe it's just people off that hill and come
The 0-1. Breaking ball from Wilson. Drops outside. 1-1 the count. Tomorrow night, Swift Current hosting Moose Jaw. And that's the beauty of a 48-game schedule in just 60 days, is if you have a rough night, redemption is never too far away in this league. Fouled off by Hunter.
And again, we're at the top of the Swift Current order, so if you're going to think about pinch hitters, who are you going to pinch hit for? You're not going to pinch hit for any of them.
Lethbridge Bulls with a 3-0 lead on Edmonton and Lethbridge. That's in the top of the 8th. And Fort McMurray leading Okotoks 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th in Fort McMurray.
One time they won the NBA title. He says, this one's for Terre Haute. One of the greatest moments in NBA history.
2-2 count.
So I don't know who's a bigger celebrity, him or Larry Bird, but they're both from the same hometown.
2-2 pitch. Hunter. Curveball. Shot into right field. Jake Wilson getting a good read on that baseball off of the bat head. One down here in the 9th.
Kyle Wilson trying to go the distance.
Kyle Wilson. 103 pitches for Wilson.
Nice work.
Starting pitcher.
He was 0 for 3, just hasn't been his night.
Bo, 0 for 3 tonight coming into this at bat. Breaking ball. Bo thought about swinging. Did he go? No, he didn't. Ball 1.
Flew out once to the catcher, and he's grounded out to short. So spraying him all over the park. And the one thing that's been constant is he just hasn't been able to get on base. Also been able to keep him in check.
1-0 count.
Throwing in the bullpen.
Wilson.
I don't know if that's
Low and away to Bo.
Arian throwing? Reagan, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
2-0 count to Bo.
We've had some good camera shots of the bullpen. Maybe not as much.
McClintock, foul ball, 2-1 count.
Story, everybody was just kind of hanging out in the bullpen and the bug spray.
Red Sox warming someone up in their bullpen. It's going to be an issue of pitch count here for Wilson. How many are they going to let him throw? 107 thus far, as he hopes to make quick work of the 57's here in the top of the 9th. 3-1 the count to McClintock. Hitters count for Bo, who just misses on that offering and hits it way up in the air, but foul.
That's a fact.
109 pitches from Wilson. Full count. 1 down. 3-2 pitch. McClintock. Ground ball. Crossman at third. Good job negotiating the hop. 2 away here in the top of the 9th. And Blake Adams. Final out for Swift.
Left fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
You're really passionate about this, Fogg. Blake Adams, who singled his first time up.
57's have but 1 hit tonight, and it came off the bat of Blake.
Now at the plate. And Wilson.
First pitch from Wilson. 82 on the gun, 1-0 count.
And he's had some really impressive stats coming into the game, and it's just going to look a whole lot more impressive, especially if he can get this.
1-0 pitch. Change up. Misses inside, 2-0.
And again, he came in on the night with a 2.55 ERA. Only pitched 4 games, and you go 9 innings of distance.
2-0.
Pull out the shutout. That's going to help
Fly
a
ball.
whole bunch. And
Adams.
This should be the ball game.
De La Cruz makes the catch, and it's a complete game shutout for Kyle Wilson, who takes care of the 57s, allowing only 1 hit and walking 2. A gem of a game by Kyle Wilson, and for the Swift Current 57s, just not their game tonight, as they drop a 9-0 decision to the Regina Red Sox. Swift Current will look for a better outing tomorrow night at home. It's going to be ladies' night at Mitchell Field. Someone's going to win a diamond pendant, as the 57s will look for a gem of a game after taking one on the chin here in Regina. 9-0 the lead. Swift Current coach Joe Carnahan about to address the troops. I'm going to guess that that'll be a very brief discussion by Joe to his team. Not much to take from this one. Swift Current loses 9-0. Our next webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball is going to be this Sunday from Athletic Park in Medicine Hat, 2:05. The start on that one. Home games in Swift Current tomorrow night and Friday night. Moose Jaw in town tomorrow. The Friday night pig roast as the Weyburn Beavers are in town. 9-0 loss for the Swift Current 57s. Happy 4th of July to all of our American viewers. That does it for another edition of 57's Baseball Online. Good night from Regina.
Out in right field, Eric Crossman's been coming on. I mean, they've all been doing their part. Riley Hickerson, probably the most complete offensive weapon. Wesley Moss, but really, at the end of the day, the story of this ball club